Evet sevgili arkadaşlar tekrardan selamlar. Evet bu haftanın derslerine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz sizlerle birlikte. Şimdi workbook üzerinde çalışıyorduk hatırlarsanız. Nature Tourism 7. ünitenin Nature Tourism'ini yapıyoruz. En son buradaki bu ilk alıştırmayı yapmıştık bir önceki dersimizin sonunda. Buradan ikinci alıştırmadan devam edeceğiz. Evet. Okay, it says put the extracts A to H from a presentation on Norway in the correct order. Okay, so these extracts are in mixed order, so we need to read them first and then put them in the correct order. Okay, let's read them. A. If you want to experience them for yourself, you can go on a Northern Lights cruise. This takes you on a cruise with spectacular scenery across the Arctic Circle. B. So, if you love trekking or want to see the Northern Lights, come to Norway. C. You will see some amazing scenery when you go trekking along the fjords in our national parks. It's best to go in summer when you can stay in basic accommodation in huts. D. Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to take any questions now. E. Hello, everyone. I'm Stig Engström. First, I would like to talk to you about our wonderful national parks, and then I'm going to show you one of Norway's greatest natural wonders, the Northern Lights. F. The Northern Lights are the best thing about the Arctic in winter. As you can see, the night sky lights up with spectacular green, blue, or red lights. G. What about the winter in Norway? Well, we have temperatures of -20 degrees Celsius. So, the spring is the best time for skiing and snowboarding. But have you ever heard of the amazing Northern Lights? H. Norway has 23 national parks, as well as 6 on the islands. People say that Norwegians were born with skis on their feet. But one of the best ways to experience Norway is to go trekking. All right, so we have to put these in the correct orders. It is a presentation, I want to remind you. So, which one is the beginning of a presentation? What do you think? The beginning is, the person has to say hello, right? So it is E. Hello, everyone. I'm Stig Engström. First, I would like to talk to you about our wonderful national parks. And then I'm going to show you one of Norway's greatest natural wonders, the Northern Lights. So, the first thing he wants to talk about is the national parks. He says hello, he introduces himself, and then he says he wants to talk about national parks first. So, the second paragraph should be, which one? You can take a look. Which one? H, right? Norway has 23 national parks, as well as 6 on the islands. People say that Norwegians were born with skis on their feet. But one of the best ways to experience Norway is to go trekking. Okay. He says trekking at the final part. So, when he wants to continue this presentation, the next thing he's going to talk about should be trekking, right? So, the third one, this third paragraph of this presentation should be which one? C, right? C. The third one is C. You will see some amazing scenery when you go trekking along with the fjords in our national parks. It's best to go in summer when you can stay in basic accommodation in huts. Okay. Well, here he says it's best to go in summer. How can he continue this? Which comes next? What do you think? G, right? G. But what about the winter? Yes, what about the winter in Norway? It continues with this one. Well, we have temperatures of minus 20 degrees Celsius, so the spring is the best time for skiing and snowboarding. But have you ever heard of the amazing Northern Lights? Now we come to the Northern Lights part, okay? He wants to talk about the Northern Lights. So, what comes next? What do you think? It is going to be F. Yes, the Northern Lights are the best thing about the Arctic in winter. As you can see, the night sky lights up with spectacular green, blue, or red lights. And well, personally, I really would like to see that with my own eyes. I hope one day it can come true. Okay. And what is next? As you can see, the night sky lights up with spectacular green, blue, or red lights. And then what comes next? What do you think? It is going to be paragraph A, right? A. If you want to experience them yourself, these lights for yourself, you can go on a Northern Lights cruise. This takes you on a cruise with spectacular scenery across the Arctic Circle. All right, two more left. So what comes next? So he talked about national parks, trekking, and Northern Lights, okay? It's about to finish. The presentation is about to finish. So it's going to be paragraph B, okay? He says, so if you love trekking or want to see the Northern Lights, come to Norway. Closing remarks slowly. And the final episode, the final paragraph should be the real closing thing. And he is going to say, thank you for your attention, paragraph D, right? Thank you for your attention. I will be happy to take any questions now. Okay, so we have put them in the correct order. All right, that's a nice presentation of Norway, trekking in Norway, and, well, the Northern Lights. Okay, so we have an exercise related to this. It says, answer the questions. Read the presentation again in exercise 2 and answer the questions. But we have just read, so I don't think it is necessary. Let's answer them, okay? Question number 1 is, which 3 outdoor activities are mentioned in this presentation? Which 3 outdoor activities? What are they? Well, trekking, right? That's one of the first things they talked about. What about the others? Other than trekking, he also talked about skiing and snowboarding, right? Trekking, skiing, and snowboarding. These 3 are mentioned in this text. Okay, question number 2 is, how many Norwegian national parks are there in total? In total. Well, he says there are 23 national parks in Norway, and also there are 6 national parks on the islands. So in total, there are 29 national parks in Norway. We can say that, right? Okay. Question number 3. What kind of accommodation do Norwegian national parks offer? What kind of accommodation do they offer? The national parks. basic accommodation, right? Simply put, huts. Hut ne demek arkadaşlar? Kulübe demek. Yani çok basit accommodation, konaklamalar, yani kulübeler bulunuyor Norveç'teki ulusal parklarda. Okay, question number 4 is, what is the average temperature in Norway in winter? Average temperature. Well, the average temperature in winter is very, very cold. What is it? Minus 20 degrees Celsius average. Okay. And question number 5 is, when is the best time to see the northern lights? When is the best time to see the northern lights? Winter, right? Winter. Winter time is the best time. Well, it says the northern lights are the best thing about the Arctic in winter. So, question number 6, where does the cruise take passengers? Where does the cruise take passengers? Okay, there's a cruise if you want to see the northern lights for yourself. He said you can go on a northern lights cruise and it takes you across the Arctic Circle. All right. Okay. Now we have exercise 4, again related to this reading exercise. Match the expressions in italics from exercise 2 with these functions for giving presentations. Function 6 has 2 answers. Okay. So they did the first one for us, introducing your talk. It is paragraph E, the beginning, introducing, and the italics is, first, I would like to talk to you about our wonderful national parks. And then I'm going to show you one of the great, and it goes on like this. Okay. Number 2, asking the audience a question. Asking the audience a question. It is in paragraph G. Asking the audience a question. Which expression in italics from this paragraph? Have you ever heard of the amazing northern lights? It goes here. Okay. 3, giving interesting facts or figures. Interesting facts or figures. Which paragraph are we talking about here? It is paragraph H, right? H. Norway has 23 national parks as well as 6 on the islands. Okay. And 4, referring to visuals. Which paragraph can we choose for that? Referring to visuals. F, right? F. As you can see, the night sky lights up with spectacular green, blue, or red lines. Yes. And 5, connecting with the audience interests. Connecting with the audience's interests. So which paragraph can we choose for that? We can choose paragraph B, right? So if you love trekking, or if you want to see the northern lights, come to Norway. And 6, using interesting adjectives. Interesting adjectives. The adjectives that catches people's interests. So it has 2 answers, by the way. The first one is paragraph A. Spectacular scenery. Spectacular scenery. What kind of scenery? Spectacular scenery. And the other one is in paragraph C, right? This time it says amazing scenery, spectacular scenery, amazing scenery. It makes you wonder what kind of scenery is that? Well, I have to see this. It's amazing, spectacular, A and C. And the final one, ending your tool. Well, it is in, of course, paragraph D. Thank you for your attention. I'll be happy to take any questions now, all of it. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to listen to 6 extracts from the presentation. 6 extracts, okay? How many words do you hear in each sentence? It is going to be between 5 to 9 words. And the contractions count as one word. Contraction ne demek arkadaşlar? Yani 2 kelime virgülle birbirine bağlanmışsa tek kelime sayılıyor. Mesela it is yerine it's yazılıyorsa tek kelime. It is diye ayrılmıyor 2 kelime. Ya da mesela I'd like to thank you gibi bir şey varsa I virgül D yazılıyor ya, I would yerine I'd deniyorsa o tek kelime sayılıyor gibi. Evet, yani bunlar tek kelime sayılacak. Ona göre dinleyeceğiz 6 tane. Kaç kelime olmuş? Mesela it's best to go in summer. It's virgülle bağlandığı için tek kelime sayılıyor. It's best to go in summer, in total 6 words. Okay? All right. Let's listen.
Unit 7, page 30. Exercises 5 and 6. Example.
It's best to go in summer.
This is the example, okay? Not the...
1.
Now it begins.
I'd like to tell you about our beautiful parks.
2.
Then I'm going to show you some photos.
3.
You'll see some fantastic scenery.
4.
As you can see, the scenery is spectacular.
5.
Now I'll show you the islands.
6.
It's best to go skiing in the spring.
All right. We have listened in total. Now let's listen to them one by one and say how many words we can hear in each sentence, okay?
Unit 7, page 30. Exercises 5 and 6. Example.
It's best to go in summer.
This is the example.
1.
It begins. 1.
I'd like to tell you about our beautiful parks.
Okay, I'd like to tell you about our beautiful parks. I'd like to tell you about our beautiful parks. So, how many words? 9 in total. All right. Sentence number 2.
2.
Then I'm going to show you some photos.
Then I'm going to show you some photos. Right? How many words? 8, right? Then I'm going to show you some photos. Okay. 3.
3.
You'll see some fantastic scenery.
You'll see some fantastic scenery. How many words? 5, right? You'll see some fantastic scenery. Okay, the next one.
4.
As you can see, the scenery is spectacular.
As you can see, the scenery is spectacular. Contraction'ları saymıyorduk, hatırlatırım arkadaşlar. İzler virgülle bağlanıyorsa tek kelime sayılıyordu. 7 words, right? As you can see, the scenery is spectacular. All right, the next one.
5.
Now I'll show you the islands.
Now I'll show you the islands. How many words? 6. Now I'll show you the islands. And the final one?
6.
It's best to go skiing in the spring.
It's best to go skiing in the spring. How many words? It's best to go skiing in the spring. 8 words, right? It's best to go skiing in the spring. All right. In total 8 words. All right then. Evet arkadaşlar, süremiz doldu. Bu ders saatimizin de sonuna geldik. Evet, kalan alıştırmalarımıza bir sonraki dersimizde devam edeceğiz. Anlaştık mı? O zaman bir sonraki dersimizde görüşünceye kadar kendinize iyi bakın gençler. Hoşça kalın.